Felt like they could be a little bit spicy. I see Pentagram in that mix as well. So
it's happening.
Oh my God.
It's happening. Yes, let's go.
Buckle
Three
up.
teams all fighting for Power Grid. I cannot give you the win-loss stats from the scrims, but it has happened every single scrim. And honestly, when there's three teams all dropping, there's no winner. There's no way to win a three-team hot drop, no matter where it is. So the fact that they're committing to it, I have tip my hat to that.
Twisted Minds is sort of committing to it. They grab the vehicles in there, and even though the next circle is extremely likely to hard shift to the north in one way or one way or another, whether it be northwest, northeast. Now they've got a position where they kind of move from, because Twisted Minds was eyeing the north side of things. Now they are going to get a knock onto NEWHAPPY, who is trying to cut through the lines here to Spyro down to 1 HP, able to just barely find that kill and flush, but out of the frying pan into the fire. Pero now waiting for SST with open arms. It's going to be Chewy with one, looking for the second. Got some damage before he's backed off. Aches left on the flank, get some damage into Fevin, and Sun Sisters in a really rough spot here, about to go down potentially. One player left, and there it is. Sun Sister wiped out by Pero.
Yeah. Chewy does get knocked, but they could revive that. They're going to be tossing some smokes out, trying to spot on where a lot of that pressure is going to be coming from. I think he should be able to crawl back pretty easily.
Expecting this shift eventually, and just enough room underneath Cerberus for them to work. Genji, in the meantime, trying to find something to call home here in this circle. EXO, 4-man squad, grenades in hand. Let's see if they can find any damage. A little bit off the mark are the initials. Pio's going to pull one out as well. A little bit of extraction here from Taming to try to circle EXO. EXO stuck in a terrible spot. If some good grenades come through here for Genji, this is going to be lights out.
Oh, Foxy tagged a fair bit from counter grenades, and I think a couple other teams are going to try and look at this situation. Take advantage. Rain runs outside, gets a knock, tries to confirm that prone down, but does get traded in return. It's all up to Pio.
All right, Pio now has two players of EXO to deal with. Akita and Kong still on their feet, trying to find some way to get through. Pio going to be taken out by Akita there, and EXO is able to survive that onslaught with a little bit of help of some friends from SDK up in the north.
Oh yeah, but Vegas does get confirmed this time. LG are going to make sure that one sticks, and Sonic's also finding an opportunity to push themselves forward. The last two remaining members of SDK separated from each other.
Put a little bit of damage in on the way through, but not going to be the case. And Twisted Mind's going to have to make a move. Vehicles at the ready. Let's see what they can get done.
Ooh, Purdy's getting pushed. Sonic's going to try and rush over him. Nades aren't hitting, though, and Troopsy's taken very, very low, so it's a knock, but it's going to be a trade, but can Penta follow up with even more?
Yeah, Penta trying to do the best he can. I mean, Purdy was under pressure for so long from SQ, and now they have got the flush as well. So a good assault here dialed up for the most part. They are going to lose Shrimzy. Penta trying to escape with his life, but Tickleton hot on his heels. Ace trying to defend their compound against Pentagram. Ascend now, 3 players inside of the firehouse, doing a decent job getting a little bit of damage into the weathered and wearied Pentagram. Let's see, Pentagram here taking their time, but they're going to have to make a fight happen, and Ascend has a fantastic position to defend from.
Yeah, and you can see Petrichor Road, they're just salivating at this, because whoever is going to come out of this engagement likely going to be incredibly wounded, which means easy free points for them. But can Ace hold off this assault? They already have 1 kill, 4 members still standing. Going to be a huge advantage for them, but Chris takes a couple of bullets to the face. Wicked dropped down to 1 HP, going to have to stall and heal up.
Meanwhile, NEWHAPPY using the chaos to take a position that's at least safe for now. Still Cerberus on their east, Summer and 4 AM up towards the north, but Ascend still doing a decent job, at least keeping Pentagram at bay. Could get some information here from Kiliakai's position on the movement of Pentagram, depending on how much noise they're making on that outside wall, and he is certainly keen to watch this angle. Akkad trying to smoke off the other side of things. Pentagram really focused on that other end of this compound. Molly's out, Sonic's crashing, EXO again, phenomenal defense. That is a ton of kills for them, 6 here in their inaugural PUBG LAN.
They're continuing to make it work, Ben Pentagram. They're going to try to make this assault work. Chris does get taken down. And NEWHAPPY is here in a nice sneaky position. He cannot move out of this spot until Pentagram push on in. And if they do, he can be explosive for his squad, but he has to wait for the Korean team to make the first move. A COD where they can look more damage, more sprays, and it's going to be Trade still in the kill feed.
Ooh, a COD there with a nice repeat, gets the headshot and the knock onto the weakened Micah. Hikari then going to push forward and use this opportunity to sneak in some healing. Meanwhile, Petrichor Road doing a good job keeping more teams out of their sight lines. Brex had left for Ascend, and they are going to take him out and probably get that res. NEWHAPPY here now has spotted Cerberus, has them on the bad side of the circle, and it's actually Alia from NAVI from range getting that knock, and yeah, indeed, it is going to be the grenade from Nan that finishes off Cerberus.
Now they just got to worry about Ghibli here, and then NEWHAPPY can put their attention towards what remains of San Martin. But now Purple Moon, Twisted Minds. Twisted are going to be avoiding 4 a.m. We saw them staring down the spawn earlier. Now Tenema is the only one remaining. A huge grenade from Batulin. He's going to key up another one.
Oh, you got Petrichor Road now trying to get in a bit towards this angle. Let's see if they can find an angle in towards Batulins himself. They're taking their time, really doing their diligence here, making sure that they don't over-aggress into a bad angle. Tanawat, the veteran for Purple Mood, the only one on his feet. They lose 2, trying to stick a res. Potentially, we'll see if he can get it through. Petrichor Road now putting tons of potential damage into Batulins, and it's not potential, it's good. A God and Pentagram here trying to clear out more space. They're going to find him trying to heal.
Ferrari peeking around the corner. And now Purple Mood is going to be eliminated. NEWHAPPY is swinging on into that position. And Twisted Minds taking a lot of damage, and they're actually out as well. Suddenly we're down to 8 squads remaining. Petrichor and NEWHAPPY. This is going to be a fight that comes huge, and Wicked wants to take advantage of it. Wants to vulture this engagement.
How is Pentagram still alive? I mean, they are playing this game really, really well. You would expect it from these veterans. Now it's NEWHAPPY and Petrichor Road trying to fight in this transistor station. Ming Ming going to come through and clean out Chewy. Aches left, trying to continue to hold this angle down, and he's going to catch one player trying to sneak around the corner. ZP Yan going to be flushed out. Mill with a good repeat onto Ming Ming. Now it's a 2v2 here for Petrichor Road.
8 kills for Pero, 8 kills for NEWHAPPY. This is for a lot of further extra points, but these teams are going to be happy no matter what they end out here, except Molly right on top of him, going to be burning, and then his teammate downed. It's NEWHAPPY that wins this spot, wins this engagement. And 4 a.m., the team just to the north has moved towards the center, where we see the remaining teams contesting for the top spot after they've made it into the top 4. Reload, the last one up for Luminosity. Don't know how much longer he's going to be able to survive, but everyone else relatively healthy.
Yeah, EXO here coming out with a really strong start. 6 kills, 9 points total. A very nice game for them. 4 a.m. able to control a wide swath of this ridgeline due to their position. In the north of this, it's flat open terrain, so they're able to keep eyes on it and then also allow themselves control of that space to move into it as the circle begins to move towards the next phase. NAVI as well, still on this eastern side, but still control of these compounds. Relo in a shack by himself. NEWHAPPY here, a statement game to come out, looking to see if they can run some big numbers, some big games for themselves to start out PGS1.
I'm looking at 4 a.m. right now to be the team that has the potential to take over. That's hard to really make a sure call on that, considering how healthy NAVI and NEWHAPPY are, and well, Relo actually being taken out is going to be huge for NAVI. I expected him to be at least a little bit of an annoyance for NAVI pushing on in, but now that he is removed, the circle also goes towards the northeast for a
barrel down onto NAVI's position. NAVI trying to return the favor with a little bit of fragging of their own, but so far, not much damage done. Uba holding the line, but not able to really safely peek that angle.
Might be trying to swing around the side and try and line up the angle that the rest of 4 a.m. are standing on, rather than go fishing with grenades. But this is giving NEWHAPPY an opportunity. Look where Ming Ming has pushed himself. We didn't even catch that. And then HSMM is going to be following up behind that too.
Yeah, NAVI has to swing from this north side. They have to cut 4 a.m.'s angle off. They can't let NEWHAPPY get involved in this fight easily, or at least try to maybe drag NEWHAPPY into the fight potentially. A decent grenade here from Uba. Gets a little bit of damage. A frag and return right in Uba's chin. Takes almost full damage there. Alia trying to switch with Uba there, kind of swap positions.
My eyes are all on NEWHAPPY right now. I'm looking for HS to swing around the side. xiaohai might not be prepared for this angle. Oh, he almost spots something. He might have seen a pixel off and maybe a little more aware, and that could be alarm bells for 4 a.m. and Uba is going to continue to push on forward here. This is going to be a barn burner of a final engagement.
No doubt about it. Uba there spotted a little bit, takes about half damage. Smokes are out though for NAVI, and Uba's able to safely park himself on the ground for a little bit. Now NEWHAPPY starting to watch their backline, making sure that 4am isn't trying any kind of weird maneuvers towards the other side, but in fact 4am is fully focused on NAVI right now. Uba does get to the shack. That's huge for NAVI. That gives them a little bit of extra safety, a little bit of extra control here in the center of this circle.
NEWHAPPY are yelling at the other two teams. Why haven't you gotten one knock against each other yet? Because now, like, they're just waiting for a window to open, a door to open, but NAVI going to be swinging around on their angle. Alaya spots something, not going to commit to the peak just yet. Gonna wait for some support from his team.
I love this from NAVI, taking out NEWHAPPY, making this a fair fight. Only one more to go, but the headshot doesn't get enough damage in. The spray finally under control, for example, but that's a knock. Now 4am, if they can take care of Uba, they could potentially wipe NAVI out. xiaohai starting to rain down on top of that knock in NAVI's direction. A little bit of damage on the life against 2. A huge spray from Uba, and now NAVI trying to fight, but now they've got 2 knocks. This is a huge finish example down. It's just on to Uba.
And they know where he is. Look at how low HP Uba is. The 1-on-2. He could follow up and do another 2-person spray down, but they are going to be zeroed in, those crosshairs on that shack.
xiaohai, Xiaolu trying to double peek right on top of Uba, but he gets a 1v1 now here. Xiaolu versus Uba. Uba looking to make sure he gets the points. Uba there takes a bunch of damage, and it is going to be 4am that takes the first game here at PGS1.
I told you that finish was going to be insane.
You were right.
And it was all on the Uba to make that happen. So close to not stealing the win, but making some sort of a miracle